LawSikho's thorough newspaper analysis for 31st of January 2024. In the today's agenda of the day, we'll be discussing about some interesting editorial section why center plans to replace the Indian Stamp Act 1899 with a new Indian law, which we have taken from the Indian Express. Then we'll be discussing about some interesting news update and then the legal news update of the day. Now, starting with the editorial section, the center has proposed to repeal the Indian Stamp Act 1899 and bringing in a new law for stamp duty regime in the country. On January 17th, the Ministry of Finance invited suggestions on the draft Indian Stamp Bill 2023 from the public. Now, what is stamp duty and what is Indian Stamp Act all about? So, stamp duty is essentially a government tax which is levied to register documents like an agreement or transaction paper between two or more parties within the registrar. Usually, the amount specified is fixed based on the document nature or is charged at a certain percentage of the agreement value stated in the document. Now, stamp duties can be levied on bill of exchange, checks, promissory note, bill of lending, policy of insurance, transfer of shares, proxy receipts, etc. Now, according to the statement released by Ministry of Finance, several provisions of the Indian Stamp Act 1899, that is the old law, becomes reluctant or inoperative and they were not being practically implemented in the society at large. For instance, there is a lack of provision for digital e-stamping and lack of uniform legislation for all Indian states regarding stamp duty. Now, therefore, the ministry has proposed repealing the existing act and substituting it with a new legislation to reflect the present realities and objectives. Now, what are the various notable provisions of the new Indian Stamp Act and which is the draft bill right now? So, draft bill has introduced some provisions related to digital economy, which is digital e-stamping. Electronic stamp, e-stamp means an electronically generated impression denoting the payment of stamp duty by electronic means. So what they are bringing into nature, they are bringing into all the features where digitalization can be possible and we can move towards a digital economy. Like digital signatures also they have signed it. Now, meanwhile, digital and electronic signature refers to the authentication of an electronic record by the subscriber through an electronic method or procedure. Now, the draft bill also proposes to raise penalties. It seeks to increase the maximum penalty amount from 5,000 to rupees 25,000. So the penalty has been increased and for contravening the provisions of law and imposed 1,000 per day for repeated offences. Okay? Now, the Indian Stamp Act 1899 is a fiscal and a money-related statute that lays down the law relating to tax levied in the form of stamp on instrument including recording transaction. Meanwhile, a stamp has been defined as any mark, seal or endorsement by any agency or person duly authorized by the state government and includes an adhesive or impressed stamp for the purpose of duty chargeable under the Act. So what has happened, the Indian Stamp Act 1899, the few provisions of that particular act becomes reluctant and they were inoperative in the present economy, which is where we are moving towards the digitalization of economy. So what has happened? So new bill has been proposed where the provisions related to the digitalization of the economy has been brought in. I hope you have got this particular editorial in an exhaustive way. Now, let us move to the national news of the day. Nitish Kumar, sworn in as Bihar Chief Minister again, forms government with NDA Alliance. So, Nitish Kumar, who resigned as Bihar Chief Minister on Sunday, formed government in the state once again, this time in alliance with BJP. This comes after the CM served ties with RJD, bringing the Mahagathbandhan government in the state to an end. While the BJP has chosen two deputy CM, one is Shri Vijay Sinha and Samrat Chaudhary, he has a full list of ministers forming the new cabinet. So Samrat Chaudhary, Vijay Kumar Sinha, Dr. Prem Kumar, Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, Vijendra Kumar, Vijendra Prasad Yadav, Shravan Kumar, Santosh Kumar Suman, and Sumit Kumar Singh. Now, IREDA CMD unveils Vigilance General Pahal. So, Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited has unveiled Pahal, the insightful House General of the Vigilance Department. The ceremony took place at the Register Office of IREDA in New Delhi, where IREDA Chief Vigilance Officer Ajay Kumar Saini, along with other senior officials, graced the occasion. This marks a very significant step towards transparency, accountability, and a promotion of renewable energy initiative by IREDA. I hope that makes sense to you. Now, India nominates Maratha military landscape for UNESCO World Heritage List 2024-2025. So, the Ministry of Culture has recently held that India is nominating the Maratha military landscape for inclusion in UNESCO World Heritage List 24 and 25 with a total of 12 components included in the nomination. The 12 components of the nomination are Talhar Fort, Shivneri Fort, Lohagarh, Khanderi Fort, Raigad, Rajgarh, Pratapgarh, Suwandurg, Panhala Fort, Vijayadurg, and Sindhurg in Maharashtra. There are more than 390 forts in Maharashtra, out of which only 12 forts are selected under the Maratha military landscape of India. Okay, guys, chaliye. Divyansh Singh Panwar breaks world record, wins gold in 10-meter air rifle at ISSF World Cup Cairo 2024. So, Indian shooting maestro Divyansh Singh Panwar added another feature to this cap by winning the gold medal in the men's 10-meter air rifle event. Panwar topped the qualification round with a score of 632.4 ahead of Italy's Daniel Dennis Solazzo and Serbia's Lazar. This is the Panwar's fourth World Cup gold medal. THDC dedicates India's largest green hydrogen pilot project. So THDC, a leading power sector PSU, has established a benchmark in green hydrogen production by successfully implementing India's one of the first pilot project aligned with National Green Hydrogen Mission on the auspicious occasion of 75th Republic Day. The project will be India's largest electrolyzer and fuel cell-based pilot project. I hope that helps you in giving the preliminary questions. Now, again coming up to the sports news, FIH Hockey 5C Women's World Cup, India finishes as runner-up, loses to Netherlands in final. So, India ends in runner-up, loses to Netherlands in final in Kaha? Muscat. India tried to make a comeback and scored twice, Jyoti Chhatri and Rutuja Dadaso pistol, but could not catch the Dutch team, which added one more goal courtesy before the full-time footer. Bhutan's liberal Tobgay becomes prime minister after fourth free vote. Bhutan's liberal politician Tshering Tobgay, leader of People Democratic Party, officially began his second term as prime minister following election earlier this month. Now, Tobgay, who is 58 years old, is the country's fourth freely elected prime minister since democracy was established in the Himalayan kingdom 15 years ago. Now, let us give an insightful facts about Bhutan. It's a Buddhist kingdom on Himalayas eastern edge. Capital is Thimphu. Now, currency Bhutanese Nugluttaram and Indian rupee, and official language D Dzongkha. Ecowas, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso quit Western African bloc. So Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso has announced they are leaving the Economic Community of Western African State, ECOWAS. The three governments said it was sovereign decision to withdraw from ECOWAS. They were also one of the founding members of the bloc first established in 1975. Now, Niger, officially the Republic of the Niger, is a landlocked country in West Africa. Its capital is Niamey. Official language, France. Currency is West African CFA franc. Mali, Republic of Mali, is a landlocked country again in West Africa. Its capital is Bamako. Currency is West African CFA franc. And Burkina Faso is again a landlocked country which is established in West Africa. And capital is Ouagadougou. And official language is French, Fula, Dialogue language. Now, coming up to the Supreme Court with a legal update where party who was not vigilant at trial can't seek to produce additional evidence at appeal stage. So, party who was not diligent in producing evidence at the trial stage of a criminal case cannot seek to produce the same in appeal. Okay, the court observed that the power to record additional evidence at the appellate stage should not be exercised in a routine or a casual manner. Such a power shall only be exercised when non-recording of evidence may lead failure to justice. And the case name is Ajit Singh Cheju Rathod versus State of Gujarat. Now, directs constitution of district committee across India to report on existing required jail infrastructure. So PIL initiated to address the overcrowding of prisons in India. Supreme Court has directed the states and the UTs constitute district level committee which shall access and report on available infrastructure in jails and give a decision on the number of additional jails required in terms of Model Prison Manual 2016. Okay, and the case name is Re-Inhuman Conditions 1382 Prisons versus Director General of Prisons and Correctional Services and other. So it's a very revolutionary step which is coming up in the reformation of prisons. Now, if you want to revise your previous TNA, do attempt the TNA quiz link that is mentioned in the description of this particular video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, do subscribe the channel and take care of yourself. Thank you so much.